As the calendar flipped to 2025, the world was bracing for a new era of global politics, with shifting alliances and emerging power dynamics. In this tumultuous landscape, one event stood out: the impending visit of Russian President Vladimir Putin to India. The news had been making rounds for weeks, with pundits and policymakers scrambling to decipher its implications. For India, the visit was a chance to reaffirm its strategic partnership with Russia, a relationship forged in the fires of geopolitics and nurtured over decades. As the two nations prepared to celebrate over 7 decades of diplomatic ties, the timing of Putin's visit seemed deliberate. With the global order in flux, India and Russia were poised to chart a new course, one that would not only redefine their bilateral ties but also send a message to the world. Stakes were high, with the United States and China vying for influence in the region, and Europe struggling to find its footing in a post-COVID world. For India, the visit was also an opportunity to address pressing concerns, from securing defense deals to negotiating trade agreements. With Russia's economic struggles and Western sanctions, Moscow was looking to bolster its ties with New Delhi, a relationship that had remained a pillar of stability amidst global turbulence. As the Indian government prepared to roll out the red carpet for Putin, the question on everyone's mind was what would be the real outcome of this high-stakes visit, and how would it reshape the global balance of power? Would Putin's visit be a game-changer for India, Russia, and the world, or would it be just another diplomatic nicety in an increasingly complex world? Putin's 2025 India visit. New era in India-Russia relations. Context and background. In 2021, Russian President Vladimir Putin last visited India, marking a significant moment in the bilateral relations between the two nations. However, this 2025 visit carries more weight than earlier summits, given the major global changes that have occurred since then, including the war in Ukraine and shifting geopolitics. The relationship between India and Russia is described as an privileged strategic partnership. Leaders set to review the entire spectrum of bilateral cooperation. Key events on this visit. Arrival and welcome. The visit began with Putin's arrival at Palam Airport, where he was welcomed by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi with a handshake and hug. Leaders then took an unusual carpool ride together to the PM's residence, drawing attention and setting a positive tone for the visit. Summit and talks. The 23rd annual summit between India and Russia took place on December 4, 2025, with leaders reviewing bilateral relations and global issues, including defense, energy, trade, and security. They jointly announced an economic cooperation roadmap. Agreements and deals. The two nations discussed expanding cooperation in various areas, including trade and economy after expanding cooperation beyond traditional sectors, with opportunities in textiles, manufacturing, fertilizers, ceramics, electronics, design, and handicrafts. Energy and nuclear. Cooperation in civil nuclear. Labor and mobility. A labor mobility agreement and framework offering potential for skilled Indian manpower to work in Russia. Make in India and manufacturing collaboration. Russia indicated interest in collaborating under India's manufacturing, possibly in pharmaceuticals and advanced drugs. Cultural diplomacy and symbolism. Putin was given a state banquet at the presidential residence, underlying traditional Indian hospitality and symbolic diplomacy. This highlights the soft power aspect of India-Russia relations, showcasing not just defense and trade, but also culture, diplomacy, and symbolism. Global geopolitical context and diplomacy angle. The visit took place to peg global pressure, particularly from Western countries, on many nations regarding Russia. This makes India's balancing act interesting, as it maintains strategic autonomy while balancing relations. The visit signals that strong ties between India and Russia survive global isolation, and India will continue to balance relationships in a multipolar world. What are the stakes and what could this visit mean for India and Russia? For India, the visit could lead to potential diversification of trade and industry, textiles, manufacturing, pharma, energy security, employment opportunities via labor mobility, access to nuclear cooperation, strengthening strategic autonomy. For Russia, the visit. You're a reliable long-term partner in Asia, ensure energy export markets, enhance defense market demand and supplying partnerships.